3 people were killed in the Mariupol maternity hospital bombing by Russian forces, including a 6-year-old child, as women gave birth in what has been described as the ultimate genocide. The port city's deputy mayor gave the devastating toll during an interview with the BBC, following the horrific attack on Wednesday. At least 17 others were reportedly injured, some of whom included pregnant women. "I'm absolutely sure they know about this facility and this is their 3rd hospital that they are destroying in this city," Sergei Orlov said this morning. He said a 300-bed hospital dedicated to treating COVID patients had been destroyed by artillery shelling the previous day, along with a blood collection center in Mariupol. "I'm absolutely sure these are their targets," Orlov added. The World Health Organization says it's verified at least 18 different attacks on health facilities in Ukraine since the invasion began. Russia insists Ukrainian fighters had moved staff and patients out of the hospital and set up firing positions there. The Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, has accused Russia of committing a war crime. It comes after harrowing satellite footage was released showing the impact constant air attacks have had on the southern port city. Private U.S. satellite firm Maxar has released before and after snaps of Mariupol, which has been surrounded by Kremlin troops amid regular airstrikes. Extensive damage is seen to the eastern city's civilian infrastructure, including residential homes, high-rise apartment buildings, supermarkets and shopping centers. Zelensky tweeted out footage of the barbaric attack and once again called out Moscow's atrocities in his country. He said, "Mariupol, direct strike of Russian troops at the maternity hospital. People, children are under the wreckage. Atrocity, how much longer will the world be an accomplice ignoring terror? Close the sky right now. Stop the killings. You have power but you seem to be losing humanity." Bodies heartbreakingly lie scattered in the streets of Mariupol as Russia continues to attack the besieged Ukrainian city. The Red Cross say the humanitarian crisis there is apocalyptic and worsening by the hour. Hundreds of thousands of residents have been forced to shelter for nearly 2 weeks without water or power. Earlier this week, a planned evacuation was aborted in the port city amid accusations Russian forces had bombed humanitarian corridors, despite agreeing to a 7-hour ceasefire. The sound of explosions surrounded people fleeing the city on Saturday during the 5-hour ceasefire. Less than 2 hours into it, many had to turn back as it became clear that shelling had continued and fighting had broken out near the evacuation route. "It's not safe to go by this road because of these fights," Orlov told the BBC. When it became clear that the ceasefire, which had been bargained overnight, would not hold, people were urged to seek immediate shelter and wait for information.